I was trying to be a rock star like everybody else in a group, in a band, trying to make it. And we had some pretty good national notoriety going.
Hey, folks, we've got another employee spotlight for you. Today, I'm joined by Mike Steimel, and Mike has got a really cool story to tell, and I really can't wait for him to tell you because, like everything behind the scenes, everyone has a personal life, and sometimes it's a little more interesting than others. You could be boring, like in my case, or you could be super interesting, like in the case of Mike Steimel. So, Mike, welcome. I would love it if you would start by telling everybody your little super secret life outside of Turnkey Technologies.
Well, hello, Chuck, and thanks for having me. And I guess my secret is where I'm sitting right now, which is located in the lowest level of my house, aka the basement, but I call it the deep because this is my recording studio where I make music when I'm not working, and I've got a little extra energy to burn on the weekends.
Well, that's really cool. And there's other people who play the guitar, and there's other people who sing, or they were in the band in high school or college or whatever it is. But you've got a little more to it. Why don't you tell us the story of your music?
Well, I can tell you that I'm not a gifted player at all at any one instrument, but what I can do is write songs and I can produce them. So I can take the little bits that I can do on a bunch of different instruments, put them together, and produce music that is actually good enough to get used on television in shows and movies and commercials and all that stuff. So that's sort of the thrill instead of getting to perform out in front of people. I like that challenge of being able to make something that's good enough that actually millions of people can hear it, and it actually makes a little bit of money on the side. So that's what I do on the side for fun and a little extra money.
Yeah, well, I think you're downplaying a little bit. Not only can it be used for those things and can it be heard, but it has been used and it has been heard. So how'd you get started in this?
Well, it was kind of an accident. I was trying to be a rock star like everybody else in a group, in a band, trying to make it. And we had some pretty good national notoriety going. We won the Guitar Center Best Band contest back in the year 2000, and we're sponsored by Budweiser. We were playing all over the country, opened up for the Goo Goo Dolls and the Donnas on VH1 back when they used to play music. It was a concert that was filmed in Las Vegas. And, that was just one of the highlights, along with building our own following here in St. Louis and regionally. But the time came where everybody's getting to be in their 30s, and there's a lot of pressure to try to balance work, family life, relationships, and trying to be a musician. So it worked better for some than others. And next thing you know, the band is broken up, and I took that as my cue to try to move on to the next part of my life, next phase of my life when it comes to the big main focus. I decided I still wanted to make music and to kind of show that, hey, I can be a dork and fail at music all by myself. I don't need all these other guys. So I put out a solo album, and when you know it, very shortly after I put it out, I got approached by a major publisher asking if I wanted to sign the songs to their catalog for use in television. And so I said, of course, let's do that. And right away, just started getting lots and lots of placements on TV. And so that's kind of how I got into it. And after that, I was like, hey, if I could do this by accident, maybe if I tried on purpose, I could continue and have even more success. So while it's hard to keep up with the amount of music I would need to make it very successful, when I do have time, I try to do that. And I occasionally get get some placements.
All right, so it's okay to name drop. What are some of the things that have featured your music?
Well, I did happen to bring up, I logged into my ASCAP publishing account and to see, so I could remember. And there are quite a few shows here, from 13 Reasons Why on Netflix to American Idol. That was a big one. American Pickers. I'm good. It's in alphabetical order, so there's all these American ones. But Auction Hunters was my first one. There's Best Ink, Blood and Oil, Catfish, the TV show, Dateline NBC, The Today Show, Ellen's, Game of Games, just a ton of shows. So it's amazing. I have a service where I can look and see when the music is actually playing pretty much anywhere in the Western world, like Europe or the US or Canada. and I can see that almost on any given day, it's playing on some show somewhere, which is nice. It's not a lot of money, but it's a nice little extra thing, and it's just kind of an ego thing to have it out there, being successful instead of failing like we did back in the old days.
Yeah, right. Well, you had me at Best Inc. So because it just so happens that my sister Alexis was on season 1 of Best Inc. And
That's awesome.
she was in the final, and she lost to, I believe it was a fellow that she still calls a friend today. I believe his name is London. So
London.
yeah, I do believe that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. So I may have just made a big mistake on video for all the world to see.
Well, hopefully Alexis had a great experience doing that.
Well, yeah, she has, and she's going on to even more success in her business. So it's great stuff. So
That's great.
And stay tuned, folks, because at the end, we are going to feature Mike's song, Never Mind the Start, which personally I listened to, and it made actually a really great connection for me. It's really worth the listen. So stick around the end. You're going to get to hear that at the end of this recording. So that is so cool. That is so cool. What are your big plans for music in the future? You going to keep doing this, or do you have big dreams?
No huge dreams. Just keep doing this, and then maybe when I retire, be able to make more music than I currently do. So, because it is a challenge, when you put in a full effort of work, and to have a little left in the tank to really focus on something that takes a lot of effort and focus to create. But I do enjoy it, so I kind of go through phases where I just make a lot of music, and then phases where I step away from it a little bit. So I did just put out that new 5-song EP called Love of Another, that's streaming everywhere, of course.
Love it.
Spotify, YouTube, all those places. But right now I'm just going to focus on making some music for TV for a little while, and
Cool.
not so much the ones with me singing.
Yeah, and your job's pretty intense. So why don't we shift gears? You gave me the perfect segue. Why don't we shift gears into what you do here, because yours is an intense role here at Turnkey.
It is. I'm a senior project manager here at Turnkey Technologies. I've been here for a little over 5 years. I guess we're coming up on 5.5 years, and it is an intense role because you are really the main person responsible for the success of the projects that I manage, and I also am the team lead for the PM team. So I try to give advice and help the others along when they have questions and things like that. So I would say that it is a very intense role, and our approach to project management is one of our key differentiators here at Turnkey Technologies that helps make us successful.
So you mentioned our hybrid approach. What is it we call that?
We call that a hybrid approach for our delivery methodology, and that is a mix of waterfall and iterative or agile methodologies. So we try to take the best of both, what works for implementations, and use the strengths of the best parts of both.
Awesome. Always got to be innovating, right? Always got to be delivering the best for the customers. So what had attracted you to Turnkey Technologies?
Well, Turnkey actually reached out to me, so it wasn't really too much on my radar, but once it got on my radar, I saw it as a great opportunity to learn and just keep growing my career, and it's been a great thing for me. Really, Chris was a big part of that, our founder and president of the company. Just interviewing with him, I just thought, oh, this guy's really in it, really focused for the team success and for client success. So that really attracted me to understanding what a great opportunity this can be, and it turned out to be for me and for our clients.
Fantastic. While still getting to do your music on the side. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have any advice for prospective employees or customers?
Sure. I mean, I would just take the time to get to know our team, the people who would be involved on your project, and ask all the important questions that you would ask, and really pay attention to our methodology, the thing that sets us apart on how we deliver implementations compared to other partners out there, and especially the level of project management and focus on that and project delivery that you're going to get with our team. So I would say, ask those comparative questions to other partners and notice where we are different in that.
And ultimately, that's what it's about, right? Is delivering a project that's going to be successful, deliver the ROI, the time to value they need, and reduce their risk, and help them find new productivity and ways of working so they can deliver more value. That's ultimately what it's about.
Absolutely, yes.
it starts with TM, and it's all in the project implementation. So fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate your time. Just thrilled to be your employee and your coworker, that is. And stick around, folks, because right after this recording, as I said, you're going to hear Never Mind the Start from Mike Steimel's EP. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Chuck. And thanks to everyone.
Couldn't find my truth, it's coming. Couldn't change the words, run away. Would never stop this numbing. I send my mind on a holiday. Never mind the start, it's on. Never mind the start, it's all where you finish. Never mind the start, it's on. Never mind the start, it's all where you finish. Where you finish. Bust one more move like nothing. Turn up brand new, another page. If the words get lost, I'm humming. I send my mind on a holiday. Never mind the start, it's on. Never mind the start, it's all where you finish. Never mind the start, it's on. Never mind the start, it's all where you finish. Where you finish. I think you're quitting and it shows. I'll push right through and take your flow. I'm right here, I ain't a joker. I ain't afraid to take you over. I ain't afraid to take you over. Never mind the start, it's on. Never mind the start, it's all where you finish. Never mind the start, it's on.